Hello guys, welcome back to today's channel. From the title, you know what today's video is all about. It's not about planning a wedding in Nigeria. I know that we're already in the festive period, right? Well, I'm going to give a breakdown A to Z of what you should know, what you should bear in mind while planning your wedding. Firstly, Asebi. Asebi. That is a very big something we have to talk about. Now, Asebi, you have to know what you want. You have to know how you want your Asebi to be. You have a lot of things to outline on your Asebi. Now, bear in mind that some families might say, I want, let's say you have a particular color. Some family will say, some of your family members will say, I want this color, I want to put on this color, I want to put. Asebi is very tricky issue. It's one thing that brings issue. Yes, Asebi is one thing that do bring issue. Some people will say, I want to wear this color. Some people will say, I want to wear this, I want to wear this. Yes, you are free to wear it. Asebi, if you have a budget, go for your budget while planning your Asebi. Go for your budget. We have Asebis that are expensive. We have Asebis that are not expensive. The number of people that you want to be on your Asebi, also know that in mind. Yes. How many people do you want your Asebi? How many dresses do you want to sell? Are you going to make profit, or are you not going to make profit? This is one or two things that you have to consider. Yes, you're not making you're not planning your wedding to make profit. They don't make profit in wedding. You don't make profit in wedding. Now, the second point is your decorator. Now, the second point is your hall. Are you using a hall, or are you using your compound? How spacious is your hall? How spacious is your compound? How many guests are you inviting? Is the hall going to contain your guests? Is your compound going to contain your guests? This is another thing you have to consider. Thirdly is your decorator. Your hall or your compound you're using, how will your decoration look like? Do you have your decoration planned up in your head, or are you getting someone to decorate, to plan the decoration for you? That is one or two things you are going to ask yourself. How do you want your decoration to look like? What pattern? How will the stand look like? Where will the chairs be? Where will the stand be? These are a lot of things you're going to ask. Next one is the catering service. Are you giving the job out? That is doing it for you? You have to consider a lot of things. Planning your wedding is a very stressful thing. A lot of people, because of the stress, a lot of people give the contracts out. Or do you have a family member that is going to prepare the dishes for you? Whatever dish you're making, are you making small chops, or are you making different, or chapman, different kind of thing you want to bring out? You have to decide. Because of the stress, a lot of people give the contracts out to vendors to do the work for them. Next one to talk about is entertainment. That is the music. Now, your DJ, are you using a DJ or are you using a live band? How do you want the song to be? Do you have a particular song in mind? Do you want them to play a Christian song for you, or a hip-hop song? These are what you're also going to consider. Now, the next one is your outfit. How do you want your dress to look like? How do you want the dress of your husband to look like? What kind of material do you want? How do you want it? The tailor or the person that is making your dress, how do you want the design to look like? These are a lot of things you also consider. Now, transportation. If you're the kind of person that you have your own vehicle, fine and good. If you're renting, how good is the vehicle? Is it going to disappoint you, or is it not going to disappoint you? You have to check those things. Now, your venue, that is your church. Are you going to meet up, or are you going to church late? You have to consider time yourself. You have to prepare yourself. Now, in the aspect of the church service, you have to ensure that you are at the church service early. Do not go late. You and your priest have already fixed time. You've told us your time. You wrote it down in your wedding card. You told us 10 o'clock. And we, the guests, we are already in the church 10 o'clock. The couple are not yet in church. No. The couple should be there on time. You are the one that we are coming to celebrate. So you should be there on time. Now, in the aspect of souvenirs, what kind of souvenirs are you using? What kind of products? You and your husband have to decide. Yes, other family members are also going to print their souvenirs. They're also going to do their own souvenirs and share out. You and your husband have to decide on what kind of souvenir you want to use. Then the most important thing is your budget. Like I mentioned before, check your list. You've written down all your lists. Check them. Are they what I can afford? Are they in my budget? If they're not in your budget, then you check if there are some that you are going to increase. And mind you, please do not borrow. I remember a friend of mine called me and said, babe, that I want to celebrate my wedding, but I want to do it in the way I did mine. But the money, I was like, babe, no. You must not do everything I do. You must not do what I did during my time. Do you have a budget? That was the first question I asked her. Do you have a budget? She said no. Then that was what prompted me to make this video. Firstly, you're planning a wedding. You should know how much you have. Are you planning your wedding during the celebration period, during Xmas period? Are you planning your wedding on a normal period that is not seasonal, that's not festive period? Now, if you're planning your wedding in festive period, remember it is different from someone that is planning her wedding in a period, in a normal period. Now, I did mine in a festive period, and I knew what I was in for. I knew that things were going to be expensive. I knew. Now, I did my wedding in a not that big, but very simple and nice. Now, I got my hall, I got my decorator, I got my photographer. Now, you might not copy what I did, because wedding is not something you do to make money. Wedding is a total big expenses. It's not something you do to make profits. There's no profits in wedding. There is none. So please do not borrow to plan your wedding. If you see that your dreams of having a big wedding, your pocket cannot carry it, please do the one your pocket can be able to carry. Do the one your pocket can be able to carry. Don't copy Nkechi, because Nkechi is doing a very big wedding. You want to be like Nkechi. No, check your pocket. Wedding is not something that they are giving big credit to. It's your marriage. Wedding is will just come and eat. The main thing starts after the wedding ceremony. Marriage starts immediately after the wedding ceremony. So don't kill yourself because you're planning your wedding. You should focus on your marriage. That one is a separate topic. But do not plan your wedding on a borrowed finance. Please use the money you have, the money you have been able to save. Use it to plan your wedding. If you're a rich person, plan on your budget. If you're not that rich, plan on your budget. Do not copy somebody. Do not copy what another fellow is doing. Be yourself, be different, be unique in your own. Create something nice for yourself that you will remember. Something that you, when you're sitting down, when you're going through your your wedding pictures, you can say, yes, I did my wedding on a low budget, on something that I can afford. A lot of people have done that mistake of planning their wedding on a borrowed finance. Please do not borrow money. Do not borrow money to do your wedding. It's something that you will regret after you're done, because those people that you borrowed money from, they will come to you to start asking money, and you will get frustrated. It leads to depression. All right, well, we've come to the end of today's vlog. Please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like my videos, and also share. See you in my next video.